In today's world, people have access to numerous digital services through the use of various devices. If you do the math, a person may easily have more than 15 different accounts. Security experts agree that for a password to be truly secure, it must contain a random combination of letters, numbers, and symbols. Remembering such a secure password is not a job meant for us humans. In the past few years, hackers have proven over and over again just how vulnerable our computer systems can be. Major companies like eBay, Dropbox, and LinkedIn have reported cyber attacks that have compromised users' information and passwords. This is why we created Passfort. It's a security device that allows you to generate, store, and use unique and secure passwords for all the services, apps, and devices you use. Passfort is small enough that you can comfortably carry it in your pocket or purse along with your keys. Passfort is easy to set up and simple to use. It can connect to your devices via USB or Bluetooth, and it's recognized automatically on all major platforms. Here's how you use your Passfort. First, access your Passfort by entering your master key, the only password you'll ever have to remember. Then access the login screen of the service you'd like to use on your preferred device. Finally, browse your Passfort for the appropriate account and select it. Passfort will automatically log into your account. Say goodbye to using unsecure passwords and having to remember any of them ever again. Should it fall into the wrong hands, Passfort incorporates several security mechanisms to protect your privacy. It encrypts your data using the same encryption algorithm the US government uses to protect top-secret information. Our free synchronization app also allows you to create and store an encrypted copy of your accounts for easy recovery in case of loss or theft.
Hello Kickstarter, we are Solartronic, a team of creative engineers and experts in electronic products design. We have taken our product Passfort to the point where it's ready for certification and mass manufacturing. We have already negotiated with several manufacturers to guarantee a quality product and a reasonable arrival time to the market. Here's where we need your support. With your help, we will be able to cover the initial setup and certification costs, and also afford the minimum production volume necessary for Passfort to reach 31 cents at an affordable price. Please, back us today. Thank you.
Directions to Starbucks.
Last year, we introduced MagBak as the world's thinnest iPad mount, and we're extremely happy with the support we received from all of you. Our project came to be a great success. Many of you asked, what about the iPad Air and the Mini? Well, today, I am extremely excited to introduce to you MagBak Air and MagBak Mini. Designing the new MagBak Air and MagBak Mini was a difficult challenge. Despite having only a third of the space and a much tighter curve than the previous iPad, the new MagBak is stronger. And at 0.5 millimeter, it's still the world's thinnest iPad mount. We designed MagBak to perfectly match the new iPad. We also kept all the great features. It provides the perfect grip. It snaps the smart cover in place. It protects the back. And of course, it mounts to any metal surface. To mount anywhere else, we came up with something very unique. We call it MagStick. It auto-aligns your iPad as soon as you bring it close. There is no way to get it wrong. And it's smaller than a pencil. The same MagStick works with both MagBak Air and MagBak Mini. And just like MagBak, MagStick uses some of the strongest magnets available. MagBak and MagStick.
Hello, I'm Tinitell, a wearable mobile phone for kids. I'm a super cool, fun mobile phone with calling and smart location features. Yes, a mobile phone. You got that right. Here's my SIM card pocket. Because I strap around the wrist like a watch, I'm practically a wrist phone. With me, calling is super simple. Push the big button to answer or make a call. I can call mom, dad, friends, only the numbers on my contact list. Scroll up and down to switch between the contacts and to control my volume. You control the contacts through my Tinitell smartphone app. There is no risk for confusion, unintentional calls, or pranks. You know what else I have? GPS! Open the app and find me on the map. My best friends are the kids who like to play outside. Together we can play and explore. Just don't forget to call us when it's dinner time. Happy talking!
I'm Alice Minsu Chun. I'm the inventor of the Solarpuff, an inflatable solar lamp. I'm also an assistant professor of design and material culture at Parsons, the New School for Design. I came up with the idea of the Solarpuff after many years of research, integrating photovoltaics with thin film substrates. In 2010, when the Haiti earthquake happened, I converted my graduate studio for architecture into an innovation studio for developing new proposals to help Haiti. I was inspired by origami, in particular the origami balloon. At that point, we developed the first prototype of the Solarpuff. Through my research, I realized that there are 1.6 billion people in the world without access to electricity, and they are relying on kerosene lanterns to light their world at night. It's a fossil fuel. It is toxic. 2 million children die each year due to bad indoor air quality. And I thought to myself, just imagine if all of those people stopped using kerosene and started to use a solar lantern, their lighting would be free as well as healthy for their children. People in extreme poverty spend up to 30% of their income on kerosene fuel when they could be using that money for food or clothing or education. Ideally, we'd like to distribute in sub-Saharan Africa, which is the area where you find the greatest need for individualized infrastructure and the need for solar lanterns. What's great about the Solarpuff is that it transcends all different types of events and programs and cultures.
What's up everyone, I'm Matthew Moniz, and today I'm reviewing a product called the V by a company called LifeBeam. These are headphones that use aerospace-grade biosensors to accurately measure things like your heart rate, elevation, speed, time, and location. However, the big difference between these headphones and most fitness wearables is that the V uses artificial intelligence to coach, motivate, and train you into better shape. So are they actually worth it? Well, let's find out. The V is black and made out of plastic with a grippy silicone material. It's super light so you don't feel it around your neck, and the earbuds have magnets in them so they stay together when you're not using them. If the earbud tips are too small or too big for your ear, you can choose between 4 other sizes that come in the box. Now, just make sure to choose the right size, as the heart rate monitor sensor is embedded in the left earbud. It needs to be pretty close to your skin in order to take your heart rate. There's a soft mesh traveling case to hold everything in and a micro USB cable to charge your V. Setup was super easy. After you power on the V, the female assistant takes you through the entire setup process. Her voice is pleasant and sounds human. V will ask you a bunch of questions about yourself, like your weight, your height, what your goals are, do you want to lose weight, run further, or maintain your current shape. You can select more than one option, but it figures out which one is the most important to you. So once you're ready to go, V starts off by tracking your movement and begins to learn how you run. Then, after 2 or 3 training sessions, V starts to give you detailed feedback. It's pretty cool because I'd be running and all of a sudden the AI comes on to motivate me, to push me harder, and provide tips on how to run better. For example, she told me to land my feet as close to me as possible to optimize efficiency. Now, I'm not a hardcore runner, so it was kind of refreshing to learn new ways to improve my training. She is quite chatty, but I found her information to be mostly useful. Like once she told me to run to the beat, and funny enough, I found that it helped. She'll periodically tell me about my heart rate, but you can ask yourself by tapping on your right earbud along with other commands like, how am I doing? And V will give you a progress report on your speed, your pace, your steps, and even your power. Now, if you find that she's talking too much, you can always adjust how often she speaks. The V also takes things into consideration like the weather, so if it's gonna rain later, you'll get a suggestion to run indoors or to go earlier in the morning. All your stats are stored in the app, but you can connect it to Google Fit or Apple's Health Kit. Also, if you're a Spotify subscriber or have music stored locally on your device, it can pull that into the app so you have one central location to access everything while you're running. Speaking of music, the V headphones are fine-tuned by